Hello, welcome. I'm Claudia if you're new here, and if you're back, thank you so much for coming back. You may or may not have noticed I took a little bit of a break from posting new videos, and I shared recently that I was struggling with my health and just, trying to get healthy. So I just needed a moment to get my life back in order and really be able to shoot and deliver content that I was proud of and that also felt genuine and authentic. So here I am. I'm excited to be back. I do get pretty winded pretty quickly because honestly I haven't left the house. This is the third week. I've just left today for the first time in 3 weeks, and yeah, I just get winded very easily, but I'm excited to be here. I'm feeling good today, and I hope that you're having a great day as well. We're gonna do a couple of random repots and pot ups, and we're gonna open some, it's like plant mail, but it's not plants, it's like accessories and things. So we're gonna open those things up together. And I also want to talk to you about a pot that I recently used that I am no longer recommending and want to warn you about not using because we'll get into it. I hope that sounds good to you. Let's get into it. I have everything or a bunch of things over here next to me, and I'm wondering if, I think we'll start with opening the packages so that way maybe I will be using some of it with some of these things that we're doing. And I'm also looking at my pond supply levels, and it's pretty, I have less than half the container left, but then that's all the pond that I have. And then I have very little lechuza pond that I need to sterilize, but it would probably be enough for like 1 or 2 4-inch pots at most. So I need to order more pond. Okay, I think, yeah, let's open the packages first. First up, this is from Happy Houseplant. I am an affiliate with them, and I do use their fungus gnat drops. I like their neem spray. Her merch is so cute. And the fertilizer is actually great as well. It's the exact same formula as Foliage Pro, so I do use that as well. So she actually just launched this whole line of stuff, so we're gonna find out together what it is. Oh, these are so cute. It's smiley stickers, like fungus gnat. You know how like you get the little yellow stickers? Oh, and it comes with high stakes, low stakes, the large smileys, and the small smileys. Oh, how cute. We'll open this up and look at it together. Oh my god, so much stuff. Plant food, which is their fertilizer. The fungus gnat drops, and I think that she finally has a dropper, so that's super exciting. And those things last forever. And then this is the leaf cleanse. So these two are the new products to the line, and I'm really, really excited to use them. And I think this is replacing the neem oil, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see, 100% organic, makes 28 full bottles, no messy mixing, effective pest fighting, your leaf cleaning dream team. Our unique formula, it doesn't say what it is though. I'm sure it does inside. Neem oil concentrate. So it's probably the same, or like just an updated formula of her previous neem. So this package includes the neem oil concentrate, a glass spray bottle, 2 Swedish dishcloths, a pair of microfiber gloves, and good vibes for the plant parent. How cute. She's so cute. I was lucky enough to go to Hilton Carter's book signing. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Look at this. So you open it up, and then it's hard to see. Everything's falling. Okay. Hilton Carter had a book signing at her house in Utah last year. Well, he's done it twice now, but she invited me last year, and Utah's not terribly far from us. So I went and I got to meet her, and she is just the sweetest, Mandy. Okay, so we have our jar We have our gloves, and oh my gosh, I love these. These are reusable. Grow Wild Plant Child, so cute. She has the cutest merch. And then Planty stickers. And then the Leaf Cleanse. Organic neem oil. Oh, another sticker. She also, oh my god, this thing says, Psst, I'm a sun catcher. Installation tips and tricks. I'll do this after and I'll show you how it works. This is so cute. So cute. Okay. Such cute creative packaging. I love it. I love me a good packaging. Okay, I really want to see these. Oh, how cute. So this is what the stakes look like. And then, it's sticky on both sides. So you would remove the film. I can never do this. And then it's, you know, the yellow sticky trap, but in a smiley, which is so fun. And then this is, I'm not gonna do it right now, but this is how they hook. I like it, this is so cute. So the big smiley and the small smiley. And then I think we know what this is, except I'm happy to see the drop, because it has the previous, when she first launched, it was just, I mean, the bottle you've seen me use, it doesn't have a dropper. So this should be exciting. Oh, and this opens the same. How cute. Oh, the bottle is so cute. Do you see that little like emblem? And it is a dropper. And we have, I don't know that you can see, but it does have like measurements on there. And I believe all that changed here is the packaging, but it's the same formula. And I really love it. It really, I haven't had issues with fungus gnats since. And these are just more stickers in a different colorway. And this should just be the same thing, maybe updated packaging as well. Yep. This is so cute. Her packaging is, she really stepped up. I mean, it was already cute in my opinion. I am gonna have to, I think, label these because this has the same emblem. Although I guess I already have one for plant food. And then I can't remember if these are the same colorway, but it's different stickers. The first one you open. Okay, I love it. I'm so excited to start using these. This package is from Shani Great Home. So she recently opened up an affiliate program, and she makes these like drip trays. I'll show you what it looks like. I have one of them in my kitchen. But basically, in case you don't know, this is what they look like. She has all sorts of colors and different chain colors as well. And these just, you attach them to your hanging pots, and so then they just catch the water. And I know that there are, you know, cheaper versions on Amazon that were circulating for a while a couple years ago, and I did try them. I like jumped on it right away, and they were so flimsy, just so cheap, and they weren't actually very cheap in price in my opinion for how low quality they were. Also, I didn't find that they fit correctly in the pot, so I do, like I said, I did buy 2 of these myself for my money already. So when she opened her affiliate program, I was happy to join and, you know, be able to share that discount with you. And I have to think of where this one's going to. But aren't they pretty? And again, she has some solid colors, different chain colors, just very nice. Okay, I think the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to pot up these Manjula Pothos. I chopped it all up and I propagated it with you. There's still a bunch of wet sticks in the prop box that I did, but that's a problem for a different day. And I had said that I thought I wanted to, oops, did I break? Oh, it's just a dry bit. And I had said that these were the ones that I wanted to use on a pole, and then these I would I don't know, either give away or keep for just a like bushy pot. But as I'm looking at them now, I may want to kind of mix and match the ones that I keep for the pole. Also, as I was gathering my supplies, thinking that I don't know that I want to add moss into the pole. I'm thinking about it. Let's decide together as we do this. Although the pole that I brought is not one that I would want to add moss to. I brought the Grow Thickly. Oh, I guess this is a large, because it's the one where every other one clasps. So yeah, I can add moss to this if I wanted to. The plot thickens. What do I do? I decided I don't want to add moss. So I brought what I thought I had brought the first time, which is the Grow Thickly medium. And I mean, I don't like to add moss to these anymore just because they're just too narrow, and I don't think that they're sturdy enough after like once you add a third extension, they're just way too narrow and not sturdy. So yeah, that's my reasoning behind that. So I think that, yeah, we're just gonna leave it empty. Also, if I'm extra chatty today, it's because, like I said, I haven't left the house, or I hadn't left the house in almost 3 weeks, and therefore haven't really talked to anyone either, so I may just be a little extra chatty. I was talking, because I was over at Plantitas today, and I was talking to them, and they were mentioning that July was just kind of like a weird off vibe month. So I'm curious what July was like for you. I know that we're in August now, so hopefully that, obviously I felt like disconnected and off because I have been so unwell for so long, but I didn't know, you know, or I'd love to know, how has it been for you? Plus, I also just kind of feel like summer's always just a little different. Like we kind of get off our rhythms and routines. We're hopefully spending more time outdoors. Okay, this is built. We're gonna use one of these pots. I actually find that these are super sturdy empty. So, probably add it there. Okay, I guess we need to decide which ones we are keeping. Like, really it was mainly this one that was catching my eye. Oh shoot, they're all coming out. Although this one's really pretty too, right? And it could just be like the pretty lower. I think this, this is pretty, but I think the other one is prettier. I think this one's a no. No offense. And then this is the one that was catching my eye. Has so many roots, and it's a top cut. But see, like this leaf is gotta go. It does have some browning. Okay. We know that you are a no. Both of these are really pretty, actually. Oh, and both of them are top cuts too. And they are small. I don't know. Okay, maybe. And then let's look at these. Ooh, they're like stuck. Here we go. Okay, so I feel like I definitely like this one. I'll show you as soon as I can. So many roots. I feel like I definitely like this one for the pole. Well, what if I just did these three? Because, I mean, yeah, sure, it's pretty, but I think I like the other ones more. And then this is already like perfect kind of that can start being a little floret. Okay, yeah. I think I'm just gonna do those. So I'm just putting these back in water, and I'll actually add these other ones too if I can. For now. Okay. I tried for a second and then I just gave up. I thought I spilled the my water jug, but I didn't, thankfully. Okay, so just going to place them on here. Maybe I'll do the two little ones on the outside and the bigger one in the center. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. I'm sorry, I know that this is hard to see, but I have to like hold them down there. I think it's too soon to try to attach them to the pole, but basically this is what it looks like. I already love it. I think it's so, so cute. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you think I should add moss or if you would also just not. I just feel like while I want it to climb, I just don't want to take care of another moss pole. And I think that most plants will climb and size up, maybe not at the same speed, but they still will even without moss. So yeah, okay, I love it. I think that this looks so, so cute. I'm so excited. Okay, gonna water it through. And I'm gonna kind of keep the reservoir a little like fuller because, you know, this biggest one was living in water. So I love it. I think it's gorgeous. So excited. Next, let's talk about something a little bit more serious, and that is the pot I want to de-influence you from buying and using. And I'll explain everything because, of course, like, I assume responsibility in this as well. But let me just tell you the whole thing. Okay, so You may or may not remember one of my Monstera Albo cuttings that was just so beautiful. I had to keep it, and I decided to put it into pon, and then we needed to upsize. When I upsized, I moved it into this pot, and this is what seemingly looks like one of the pots I use all the time and I like and whatever. And then I started noticing a lot of browning happening, and I have never had any issues with my Monstera Albo's browning ever, like an ambient, and then especially this one lives in the cabinet. So I was really confused. Long story short, this reader thing, water gauge thing, you can see right now it's telling me it shows it's on the second little droplet of the measuring thing, but it's actually empty. And of course, I assume responsibility that, you know, I wasn't actually lifting and checking to see where the water was. I was relying on the water gauge to tell me when it had drank up all the water. And unfortunately, it obviously did a very poor job at that. And then by the time I started noticing browning and I was just confused what was going on, it was just a little bit too late, and it had just been dry for way too long. Somehow the leaves hadn't curled or anything, maybe because it was in the cabinet and it was still getting a lot of humidity. But nonetheless, I've also noticed it in my Millsbo wide cabinet. I have one of my variegated Friedeck Albos in one of these pots, and same kind of thing. I was wondering why it was having such high turnover on the leaves, and it turns out I was just severely underwatering because this gauge never tells you it's empty. So again, I assume responsibility. I will put the photo of what the listing looks like for these pots, but these are the 7-inch with the inner black reservoir, and then the gauge has the little droplets. So I've removed these from my Amazon storefront. Thankfully, I think these only came in a pack of 4 or something, and I only have these 2 potted up in that, so I'm gonna move them, or we are going to move this today out of here, just because even though now I know what the situation is and I can just look at it, I do rely a lot on the water gauges when I'm going around watering, and I don't want this to happen again because this is such a beautiful plant. I'm so bummed it's gotten so much browning, and again, sure, I should have been better about checking, but I just haven't had the experience where the water gauge showed that it was full when it wasn't. If anything, I feel like they often get stuck saying there's no water and there is. So yeah, learn from my mistakes. So I brought this pot that actually doesn't have a water gauge at all, but I'm also wondering if maybe it would fit into one of these, although I know that this is just slightly smaller than, I don't know. Let's bring it out and look at the roots, and then we can decide where it's going. But let me change my battery first. I'm always looking for self-watering pots. So if you have any that I haven't, or you haven't seen used or whatever, please do tell. And I do prefer the gauge ones. I just think that they're better. Oh, this is Lechuzapon. I really would prefer not to mix ponds. Yeah, I mean, I can even see a little bit of dry rot. Most of them are fine, so I mean, she's gonna be fine, but still upset about it. Okay. I don't think she's gonna fit in here. No chance. Yeah, she'll fit in here. So yeah, these aren't my particularly favorite ones because they don't have the water gauge, but I also feel like this is kind of see-through enough where I can tell. But yeah, when I realized that that was the issue, that it was just reading that it had water and it didn't, I was so upset. Okay, so here we go. I might go and see if I can get more Lechuza Pon. Like maybe I have a little bit more I can use. I really just prefer not to mix the ponds just because we know that Lechuza Pon is made very specifically, like with a very specific ratio. And I don't know if that's the same ratio that Calyrex Pon uses. Plus, it's a lot coarser. They're bigger pieces. Calyrex Pon, it's chunkier, so I would just rather not mix. Okay, let me go see if I can scavenge some more. I found a tiny bit more. So we're gonna use that and hopefully it's enough. I'm also gonna scoop this. Okay, I think this is gonna work. Yeah, let's water her through. As we saw, she was very thirsty. I can't believe I allowed that to happen. I just got too trusting. That's a nice little reservoir. And then we're just going to cut off some of these crispy bits. Yeah, I knew something was going on when I saw how much it was crisping, because that's just never been an issue for me with Monstera Albo. And even though this one does have, you know, pretty high color, it's not as high color as the one that I have in ambient. So it just didn't make any sense. And it specifically started to happen after I repotted it into this pot. And I didn't put 2 and 2 together until it was too late. I'll briefly say that by no means do I have the expectation that all my plants are to look perfect. Like in nature, you know, they're not perfect. Things happen, leaves rip. But again, this was very unusual for me. And I obviously found the cause. So I definitely wanted to share that with you so that hopefully it doesn't happen to you. Okay. Good as new. Here we go. She's still very beautiful. We still very much love her, and I promise to take much better care of her. Gosh, she's just so stunning. And again, the fact that she came from my mother plant is just, oh, so special to me. Okay, this is the last one we're gonna do, and this is from Urban Leaf Shop, the Urban Leaf Shop. I'll make sure to note their name. I think that I unboxed this with you, and I may have even potted it up with you or like changed substrates. This is the Zara-Michelle Carla hybrid. This is a new leaf. It just gave me under my care. This was the previous biggest leaf, and I just want to upsize it just a tiny little bit. I knew that these little pots weren't going to last very long for it, and it's just drying out too quickly, and the upsize is pretty significant, so I just want to give it a slightly bigger home. We're going to use one of these pots. I believe these are 4.5 inch, and it should be pretty simple. Pop and fill. Oh yeah, some roots are already starting to peek out. Can you see them? So yeah, I'm glad I'm doing this now. I usually would wait until, I mean, you've seen what my anthuriums look like before when I'm repotting, so yeah, I think this is a good time to move it. Like this, I guess. Yeah. That's it. He's good to go. I feel like this is very quickly becoming one of my favorite anthuriums. It's just, and I don't even know that you can see, it has like the pink outline on the leaves. It's so pretty. It's so, so, so pretty. I'm so excited. I think I like just have enough water for this last one, which is perfect. Okay, nice. So this cutie is good to go. Okay, I think that that's it for now because I'm running out of steam, and I do want to get a video edited to go up for you hopefully tomorrow, and then I'll start working on this one too. I want to clean up some of this mess, but I'm excited to be back here with you. I'm excited to be back working with my plants. I'm excited for this Manjula Pothos. It's finally gonna climb, hopefully. And I'm excited that I got that Monstera Albo into a situation that I'll better be able to care for. So yeah, we have lots of planty things to do, plus a project that I was hoping to get done in July. So hopefully August is the month that I can get it done and share that with you. Like always, if you have any requests for a particular video, whether it be a theme, a particular plant, a topic, anything, please drop it down below. I'll make sure to list anything that I mentioned or talked about and can remember down in the description. Otherwise, let's chat down in the comments. Thank you again so much for spending your time with me. I hope to see you soon. Bye.